All right. So one of the fears that I had when I was released from the NICU was being able to do the TPN for myself. How am I going to do it? And the thought of having a nurse, was not ideal for me since I've heard so many stories, that I just wanted to do it myself. And so, the hospital provides training, and I'm sure your hospital will provide training too. But this is just to give you an idea of that this can be done by you or your husband, or it's not something really hard to do. So I'm just gonna go over how we do it. Again, don't always follow your hospital way of doing it. This is just to give you an idea that it's not hard, that is doable by parents. So here we go. First, you have to wash your hands. I already washed my hands very well. I clean already my cooking sheet with alcohol wipes. You can get, some alcohol wipes, and of course put some Purell, lots of Purell in your hands, because you want those hands really clean. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start. We have a clear bag. Today is TPN and lipid day, so I have to get these are the vitamins that they send me, and I have to put it in a syringe and mix it, and put it in the TPN bag. So I'm just gonna do my thing, and so you can see how it's very easy. Just take the top off and just scrub really good, 30 seconds. Alcohol wipes, scrub it real good each way. And hopefully this can help some of the parents feel a little bit better about taking a TPN dependent child home. And I know I was very afraid, concerned, how am I going to do it, what am I going to need, but you just need to get yourself a really good infusion company, and that are going to provide you the supplies, all the supplies that you need, and the rest, you can do it. So all right, so once I scrub these vitamins real good, I make sure that the top of this syringe is screwed in before I open it, and then I open it. And put a little bit of air in there. Take the top off and just put it in the middle. Put it like up like this, and push the air in, and then pull down, and the vitamin will come down by itself. Okay. Once I got all of it out, I pull it out. Again, I leave a little bit of air in here. I take my other bottle, stick it, put it like this again, and push the air in, and then pull out. And everything in that little bottle will come out in the syringe. Okay. All right, now I just push everything, get all that air out, push it in there, and there you go. Make sure there's no bubbles, and then I put my top on. There you go, that's it. And then I just leave it right there. I throw all my trash out. I have a trash can right here next to me, so. And then I bring my TPN bag. See, it's clear. You always double check, you know, the name of your child, the doctor's name, the expiration date. You know, make sure that it's nice and clear. This is room temperature. I took it out this morning. So yeah, always check for that. If you see anything wrong with this, it should be clear. Always call your infusion company and don't throw the bag away. You know, always you should have an extra one. But anyway, I already checked this. Everything's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the vitamin. Let me put more Purell in my hands. And I'll take this little tape, more tape out. And scrub that with alcohol real good. This is where I'm gonna inject those vitamins that I took out. 30 seconds, always, you know. And okay, I have my syringe ready. And there's, just go and put it right on the middle. And push all the vitamins in. All right, there you go, that's it. And make sure you take your needle out. You put this in the, they should have given you a red container where you put all the needles, and then this you throw away in the trash. And then just mix your bag. Mix it, mix it, mix it real good, you know. Okay, once it's all nice and mixed, I leave it there, throw my trash out, and I'm ready to spike. So I get my tubing out. Always double check your tubing, make sure, you know, everything's looking good. There are no cracks right here. You know, sometimes it could be, you know, always inspect your tubing really well. And just, you know, do it. And I already, I'll take this, this is the air filter, take it out, there you go, take this one out, take this one out, and just connect, okay, right, and then I'm gonna spike my bag. I always take out just a little bit out because sometimes it's really tight, so I want it to be a little bit loose so it's ready for me to put it right in. And here's where you open up the bag, throw it, then spike it, push it in, and I just push and turn, you know, and there it is. Okay, so I already have this done. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lipids. Again, should be white. And here is my other tubing. And you know, the more you do it, the faster. I mean, I'm doing it kind of slow, but you know, the more that you do it, the more often you do it, you'll become an expert, and you'll feel pretty comfortable with it. You know, at the beginning I was afraid, but now I'm feeling great, you know. And then just open here, screw it in there, feel good. And now you're just gonna go ahead and, again, I open it just a little bit, loosen it up, and this is where I put it in. So I'm just gonna go go ahead and take the top off. Sometimes it's a little hard to do. There you go. And spike the back. Push and turn, push and turn. Make sure you don't touch the tubing, you know, in there. If you do, you have to start again. And then this is the Y connector. Let me show you the Y. So this is the way I do it. You get one little piece, one of the connectors out, take the cap off where the air filter is, put it in there, nice and tight. There you go. And then I get the other one, the other side, take the cap off and put it in there. Tight. There you go. So now I have my tube, my Y. Here's I'm gonna connect the bicon tubing there, and the TPN and the lipid right there. Okay. This is my bicon tubing. You can see it on the cameras. And I love this tubing. It's like a telephone cord that stretches real good. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the cap off here. Cap off there without touching the ends and twist it. So at the end, this will be going into her Probiac. Okay. So now I'm gonna get my pumps ready and put some batteries in it, and I'll be back. Right, I have my TPN pump, my lipid pump. Always double check, you know, it should be labeled. I already put my batteries in there. Always change your batteries. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. So I take my TPN. Always take this little guy out, twist it, and then I grab my TPN. I open up the pump, and I just put the blue little cap right here, and the yellow one right there. You know, and you'll feel it. It will fit, and then close it down and push down, and there you go. So that's my TPN. And my lipid, same thing. Take out this little guy right here, twist it. Okay. There you go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prime them. I'm gonna hang them on the pole and prime them. Let me get my pole. Little hole right here. Let me show you. There. I always have my clamp right there, just in case something were to happen in the middle of the night. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hang it and come back and show you how I prime it. Okay. Everything is hang. I have my TPN ready and everything. So this is the, what is this? Curling pump. I'm gonna get the TPN pump ready, and you know, it's gonna go over all her numbers and everything. It checks everything. System okay. Batteries is full. Always double check that first, and then just program, and then we're gonna repeat her same infusion that she has every day. Okay. And you know, always double check everything, and then you know, usually they double check that, but all right, now we're gonna hit prime, and this is where the prime button is. And always when you're priming, this is the air filter right there. Always have it upright first, just like this, and once the TPN has reached all the way up to here, then you flip it, make sure there's no bubbles. Always make sure there's no bubbles. That's the tricky part. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime it and come back. And the trick here is to hold this button. I wish they invent something that will keep this button pressed. If you stop pressing, it stops priming. So, and always right there, I'm checking on my air filter, making sure that it's going through. Always double check all your lines. No bubbles. You know, we don't want bubbles there. So, all right, I'll be back. Now I'm ready to do my lipids. I already finished priming my TPN. I'm gonna do my lipids. Gonna again check for the battery. Always double check all of those things. All right, it says program here, and we're gonna repeat, and it's gonna go over all her lipid information. Always double check, but you always want to make sure there's no bubbles. Okay, that's your main priority. And then you're just gonna hit prime, and again grab your little air filter, make sure it's upright like this, and prime it. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna try to show you here. See how it's priming? It's going over like that on the air filter, and until it reaches the top, then you switch it back upside down and keep priming it. That's the only thing. Make sure there's no bubbles in there. See, fills it up, and then I turn it. Hold on, let me turn. It's a little bit hard to film. All right. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, and I have this dripping, and I have my trash can right there. So anyway, I'll finish priming. Now you can see the lipid going up. You see that on the spiral tubing, and this is just gonna it's dropping on the trash can. And yeah, almost done priming. And then I'll show you how to put the cap on to keep it from dripping. Done priming. Always double check again. No bubbles here. No bubbles on the TPN. You know, no bubbles, no bubbles. And always go through all your lines from top to bottom. You know, double check. You never know. I already checked everything. And at the end, I took out that white cap that comes with it, and I put this blue cap. This is a more secure cap. It will keep everything where you left it off primed. So once I'm ready to connect, I can easily unscrew this and put this on her Probiac. And that's it. That's pretty much what you gotta do. You know, nothing hard. It's doable. That was one of my biggest concerns when I was gonna come home. You know, how am I gonna do this? It was overwhelming, but you just need to get your organization, organize everything. Get yourself a good drawer where you put your supplies in there, and once you have your supplies and a good infusion company that will provide you with all the supplies that you need every week, you're set. And this usually takes me like 10-15 minutes to prepare everything. I mean, this video is going to be a little bit longer probably because I've been doing it slow, but it's doable. So don't feel that you can't do it. You can do it. And my husband has learned how to do it too, so we both do it. So this, again, don't follow what I do. I mean, I'm not a medical expert or anything. I'm doing it the way that I was taught how to do it. And, always be as sterile as possible. Always be very clean. Always wash your hands. Make sure that nothing touches anything. Especially the connections, or always keep everything safe. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some press and sealed on the connections right there. right there and right here. You see that? A little bit hard to see, but I always press and seal because, you know, the little ones always, they poop, they pee in the middle of the night, and you know, if the cords are close by them, I'm afraid that the poop will go through one of these things, and you know, that will not be good. So anyway, I always press and seal, and also because she's walking already, and sometimes this is on the floor, always keep these safe. And I, at the end, I always press and seal this once she's connected to her Probiac. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You know, always take care of her central, of your little one central line, of, you know, the cables, and make sure there's no air. Always make sure that you have air filters. Air filters are lifesavers. So that's about it. Hopefully this gives you an idea that doing TPN at home is not the end of the world. You know, it can be done by us, the parents, and of course, if you need a nurse, or, you know, hey, you know, it's up to you. In our situation, I personally felt like I needed to do this, and you know, I don't trust my daughter's line with anybody except my husband, and sometimes I always have to double check him too. But yeah, so it's your personal, you know, decision. But I do have help. And I'll talk more about that in another video, how I found my help, and you know, what kind of help they provide me, because I do take care of all her medical needs. And in this case will be the TPN, her ostomy bag, and her G-tube, her feedings. Right now she's NPO, so, but once she starts eating, you know, I'll take care of that stuff. So anyway, hopefully this video helps you, gives you an idea. You can do this, mom. You can do this, dad. Don't feel overwhelmed. I know sometimes all of this can be very overwhelming, but anyway, good luck, and keep strong. Bye. We're gonna get ready to connect her. The TPN is ready. We have everything, and this is where her Probiac is. And you know, I always put a little, what's it called? This is just glue. The grip lock. But as you can see, I have it all with press and seal. I'm gonna go ahead and take it the press and seal. I always use the green caps, and I'm gonna connect. All right, I'll be back. Okay, now you wash your hands and put a lot of hand sanitizer. I took out the press and seal here, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean this. I'm gonna take out the cap off and scrub real good for 30 seconds. Real good. I also have your saline ready too. And it helps when you have another set of pair of hands to keep her from touching, or, you know. But all right. Okay, I put there. Go ahead and put the saline. Always keep the alcohol pad there, and get my saline ready. Make sure there's no air, you know. Yep. And I put it in there and unclamp. And usually I put in 5, always in a pulsing motion. Okay, once it's there, I take another alcohol wipe, and I scrub again real good. Let me get all the trash out from her face. Scrub. 30 seconds. And you know, you can sing to your baby if they're really crying. We sing The Wheels on the Bus. That's her favorite song. Or some people put in a movie if you have a TV. you know, or your cell phone or whatever. Anything that will keep them distracted. All right, so now I'm ready to connect. I'm gonna get my little connection part right here. And screw it in there real good. And there you have it. And then I always, you know, extra careful here. Clean this whole thing again. Clean, clean, clean with alcohol. Okay, let it dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put another press and seal. Press and seal right here, because you know, if she vomits or anything, you don't want anything going into that line. This has worked great for us. And then I just put it right there. See if this is, make sure this is open, and then turn on your pumps. And she's connected, and tonight's lipid night too, so we have 2 pumps going on right now. And again, right here. Okay. Once it says run, you hit run. And now you're on. And I hit run over here. So it is going. And of course, always make